Renda Writer transitioned to visual art after years as a poet, which influenced his handwritten art style. Currently, he's in St. Louis working on a project, and we're very, very glad to have him in studio with us today. I appreciate the time that you've taken out to do this. I think this is so neat. Your work is really, really cool, and I was just saying to you off camera, I mean, what a way to live your life, to travel the world and do your artwork. Let's just first kind of let people know who you are. What is it that you do?
Well, my name is Renda Writer. I'm an artist, and more specifically, I call myself a handwritten artist, so my art is words. So it's about the words, it's about how they look, it's about what they say, and it's about what they mean. And just like my shirt, this is indicative of my style. As a child, I wrote a lot for school. I was very nerdy and very precise with my handwriting. And now as an adult, I'm kind of doing the same thing, but for a living.
Yeah, and that's so neat that you went from, so you were a poet and words. I mean, words are art, right? But
Yeah.
now you're adding a visual element to it. And I think it doubles the impact, right? You hear a word, but also seeing it. I want to pull up some photos so people specifically know what we're talking about.
Totally.
So you've got, like, you have the t-shirt on, but then you go around, travel around the country, doing your artwork in murals. You also have canvases that, people can buy. So tell me about this. I mean, how does this process, talk about your process and what we're looking at.
Well, my process is rather free, really. I just kind of open myself up to whatever the universe is telling me to do. So I kind of, the way I run my life is like a piece of art. The way I do my art and the way I do my life are very similar. So it involves just kind of a steady balance of planning and strategizing and just letting go and letting the universe take me where I need to go and introduce me to the right people at the right time. But like what you're looking at here, that's a mural that I did in Trinidad. And that's a world peace mural. So I have this ongoing project that I call an endless tour. And it's just a tour that will occupy the rest of my life. And the focus of that is simply writing world peace over and over, doing murals all over the world. And I've done 8 different countries now.
Wow.
For
so
these world
this
peace.
one? This is another one.
That was Trinidad, and this one here is in Madrid, Spain. Wow. And I wrote World Peace and Paz Mundial, so I call it a bilingual mural. And I've done a few like that. I did one in Haiti where I wrote in Creole. And I really, I've done, like I say, 8 different countries. And that right there is in Miami, which is kind of a home base, or at least it's where I got started as an artist. I really don't even have a home base. When people ask me where I live, I just say, in the moment. I live right here.
You're living right here in St.
Right
Louis
here. I
at
live in
this moment,
this
right.
seat right now.
This is neat.
That one is Memphis. I participated in Paint Memphis, which was a yearly mural festival with artists from all over the world. So that's where I was right before I came to St. Louis. But yeah, I mean, I love what I do. And that is a mural that I did in Baltimore that landed in Newsweek. It was on Newsweek.com, and in the print edition too, they did an article about Trump and his relationship with Baltimore. So I did this big purple love mural in Baltimore, and it landed, in the media.
I think your work, it's really neat when I was looking too on your website. I mean, it's really powerful. It speaks in its simplicity, but also in its intricacy, right? It's like these two kind of sides to it. I notice you use a lot with love, as we have there. I mean, talk about, the power of words when we're seeing them. You obviously, as a poet, people might have been before used to hearing it, but talk about the power in the visualization of a word.
Well, yeah, I mean, words carry tremendous power. I mean, they're our communication tool. I mean, it's true that a lot of communication is nonverbal. You can say a lot without using words, but once you start using words, every word has a connotation, has a definition, has a vibration, and every word resides somewhere on that spectrum of vibration and the energy that it carries. So it's important to be careful with our words. I often quote the 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, and the first of the 4 agreements is be impeccable with your word. So that's what I try to do. I try to be impeccable with the words that I use, whether I'm speaking or I'm writing or I'm creating a canvas or a mural. But love is one of the most popular words. Just like in music, there's a lot of love songs. In art, there's a lot of love-related art. So I'm happy to participate in that trend or that idea, because all words have energy and love has the most.
No, I want to get into some stuff more and about also the work that you're doing here in St. Louis so people can go check it out.
Yeah.
We do have to go to break, but before we do, we've got information so you can see Renda's really interesting and beautiful artwork. Just head to his website, rendawriter.com, or to the World Peace Mural Tour website, which is worldpeacemuraltour.com, so you can see all the cool places that he's been to do his World Peace mural. But we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back with more Renda Writer right after this. Please stay with us.